Hi, how are we all doing tonight? Alright, good. Well, just letting you know, as you know, I've been recently promoted to the new mid-level sales manager position here at Applied. I'll be in charge of the entire sales team. Since we have such a large team, I'm going to be bringing on 5 new people, a first-level sales manager, as well as 4 sales associates that will be working underneath our sales manager. I'm in charge of a lot. I have to make sure we meet our monthly and quarterly sales figures. I'll be designing new strategies for sales and monitoring growth. So I'm going to need the sales manager who's going to report to me to help make sure that the sales team is on par with the numbers we've put out and make sure we're getting everything done. Next slide, please. Let me go to the right slide. Pardon me. Alright, there we go. So let me start with our new first level sales manager. The first level sales manager will be required to oversee the daily activities of the sales team. He'll monitor the staff and make sure that each member is making the required amount of contacts each week, opening the required number of accounts, and staying on pace to bring in the monthly revenue that we need our sales members to bring in. Sales manager will be required to implement strategies as they are created by upper and mid-level management, hold training sessions, and accompany associates in the field for monthly sales observations, as well as offering help in the field should any associates need it going forward. Qualifications for this, minimum of 3 to 5 years sales experience, depending on success and type of experience. Obviously we're going to be looking within our own company first to promote, but we will be looking outside as well. An AA is a minimum, but we do prefer a bachelor's or anything higher. And also 1 to 2 years experience in the industrial products field is highly preferred. We'd like someone who's coming in who already knows the basic background of all the products we're going to be selling and working with. Alright, next please. Alright, the sales associate. Members of the sales staff at Applied are responsible for growing the business. Their efforts in the field are what have allowed us to grow for more than 80 years after our company's founding. Each member is required to make a specific number of new contacts each week, which differs depending on how long the employee has been employed here, how many sales are on the books, and average monthly revenue generated. And also open a required number of accounts on a monthly basis, which is also dependent on the current length of employment. And also stay on pace to bring in the requisite number of dollars required to them each month. Sales associates must be able to adapt to new strategies as they're created by upper management and mid-level management and attend mandatory training sessions, as well as be willing to work as much as needed to meet the sales figures. It's very common to work more than 40 hours a week in this industry, and especially in the first couple of years while you're working as a sales associate, you should not expect you're working anything less than 40 hours while you're building a client base. You got to get your numbers, and if it takes you 35 hours or 60 hours in a week, it doesn't really matter. You have to get these numbers, so just make sure that you are out there and keeping at it and keep going. So, qualifications. Prior sales experience is preferred. The more the better. If we can bring you in, you already know how to sell. It's going to help us a lot going forward with the other aspects of the business. Prior sales training is preferred, but can also be attained upon hire. 1 to 2 years experience in the industrial products field is also highly preferred. We can look around that if you guys don't have it, but that would definitely be a shoo-in if we don't have to spend a little extra time working with new associates when we're trying to tell them the new products and such. Also, you need to be self-motivated. I mean, there's a lot of money to be made here, but you got to be out there and get it. It's mostly a commission job, but if you want to be getting the commission, you can't expect that you're going to come in here and work 20 hours in a week and make 6 figures. It's just not going to happen. So you got to be really dedicated and make sure that you're doing everything you can to get the job done. All right, next slide, please. All right, let's talk about the training program here for a minute. The initial training program will be 1 week long in a classroom setting to acquaint new associates with products and services offered here at Applied. There are many products that require an intimate amount of detail to be learned, and associates will be given you study and reference materials as well as visual aids for clients that can be used to learn and further associate with the products. So basically just get in there for a week, just learn, and then we'll give you all the materials, and you should be we got guys who've been here for 10 years doing the same job, and I know they're always going back to these materials we give them, so we're always updating these and making sure they're good for you guys, so just keep them and keep looking at them. Secondly, field mentoring. The second week of training is going to require some associates to accompany a veteran associate out into the field to observe particular strategies, industries and locations that work well and also ones that are less successful in order to differentiate the quality of potential sales. Also learn will be sales strategies, confidence building with clients and potential clients, as well as learning how to bid depending on the client and the competitors' prices and objectives. Sometimes we don't always have to be the lowest depending on how we build rapport with the clients. Other times you can see we might even be a little bit higher than them. There's a lot of things you guys are going to learn when you're out in the field, so the field mentoring is one of the biggest, most important aspects of this training. All right, next slide please. Alright, ongoing training. Obviously, once you get in here, it doesn't mean that the training ends after a couple of weeks, because what would be the point of that? The need for sales continuing education is one that we're addressing right here. We need to do, and we're going to do, continued sales training and product education as a key component to the success of our sales team. As new products and strategies become available, it's imperative that our team here at Applied know and understand these products, the benefit of the client, and the potential for use with new and existing clients. The way we're going to implement this is through sales training ongoing with the sales staff on the first Tuesday of every month between 7 and 9 a.m. So some of you guys aren't early birds and get used to it. I know some of you guys have already been here. You're used to going out and meeting with clients, not usually before 9 because no one else is in the office before then. But once a week, just man up and get in here and get going after it. So all sales associates, including also first and mid-level managers and office staff, will be present at these meetings so that all parties can receive the same training. I think it's really important that even people who are working in the office doing our books and everything else, they need to know what these products are, at least have a general basic background of them so that we can all know what we're talking about when we sign up new clients. In addition, other training sessions can be added as new products and strategies are implemented, and additional training opportunities may become available for high-performing sales associates at conferences around the country. There is the opportunity to go on I know you guys will be commissioned, but so what we can do is we'll throw you the money that you would normally get during your regular week for some of the higher-performing guys, and we'll send you off to a sales conference to learn how to sell for a week. So I think it's a really good idea if you guys if you're looking to get a little better in this industry and just keep learning, and that's one of the great opportunities for some of our biggest sales guys. You never stop learning here. So thank you very much, and we'll pass it on to the next slide. Thanks.